was picked as one of the best hands in my team. I'm going to be answering the questions as to how I was able to become the governor's content creator. When I heard convoy, I thought it was like a private individual's convoy, but it's actually the governor's convoy. The tech event I went for last year, I actually went as an attendee. The one I went for this year, I went as the content creator of the event. Who knows? Next one I will go for. Maybe I'll go as the governor. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering the plenty questions as to how I was able to become the governor's content creator for the just concluded Enugu Tech Fest. I've gotten a lot of questions as to how I was able to get the contract, my experience throughout the time of the contract, every single thing involved. So I'm going to be giving you guys all the tea you need. I'm going to be getting that done by getting my makeup done because I believe it's been long we did a makeup video together. So I'll be starting off with my moisturizer. As a makeup girly, you should have a very nice moisturizer to set the base for your makeup before you go straight into the makeup. If you just go straight into the makeup, you might have like cracks on your face and all of that. So it's just best to have your face moisturized. All the Enugu Tech Fest, my friend reached out to me and told me about this particular Tech Fest happening in Enugu. At that particular point in time, I honestly didn't have any plans of going anywhere. I even told myself like all the events that will be happening in Enugu, I'll be skipping all of them. So I've been to like a couple of Tech Fests in Enugu before and I really enjoyed the experience. So when I heard that this particular one was going to be a Tech Fest as well, I'm like, why not? She asked me to sign up on their website and I did that. At that particular point in time, I just signed up as an attendee. I didn't think of any other thing else aside going for that particular Tech Fest. As you already know, I am a content creator, but at that particular point in time of registering for this Tech Fest, I never thought about creating content. So eventually, one of those days, I just sat down and I don't know, the thoughts just came to my head. Meanwhile, this is my primer, right? I rub it in my T zones. Yeah, so let's just say I registered for this particular Tech Fest on Monday, and on Wednesday I had this feeling. I just thought to myself, I don't know where the thoughts came from because this particular thought actually came at night while I was about to sleep. I just thought to myself, since I'm a content creator and I've been trying to build up my CV for my job applications, why not just apply to be a content creator for this Enugu Tech Fest? Like, it was already 2 days to the event, 2 or 3 days before the event. One thing about me and one thing I'm going to advise you is, if you're scared of making the application just because you're going to get a no as a response, then you're not ready. That particular day, I thought to myself, why not just send an application immediately? Like, that was already around 10 p.m. at night. I was like, why don't I send the application to them? So by the next morning, they will respond to me. I applied very little foundation on my face to avoid it cracking at all. And I don't apply it on my forehead. I don't like foundation on my forehead. So when the thoughts came in that particular night, I didn't think about it twice. I just felt and told myself that this is God trying to direct me. Immediately, I sent them a message on Instagram and then I sent them a mail. I went to their page, like Enugu Tech Fest page. I went to their page, I saw their email address, I sent them a mail immediately by 10 p.m. I honestly wasn't interested on whether they were going to accept me or not. I just wanted to try because I've done so many applications and I've gotten no as an answer. Because I've been trying to job hunt for my NYSC and I've just been getting no. No is actually not a new thing to me anymore. So if I'm making an application, I honestly don't get scared of getting no. At this point, I feel like I'm actually scared of getting yes as an answer. So I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? Highest, they will say no again, and it's not like it's the first time I'm hearing no. So I sent them a message, and then a few minutes later, not even up to 5 minutes later, I got a response from them, and they said, "Hi, Ifnaya, thank you for reaching out. We would really like to see your work." While I was sending the application, I really wasn't sure what the response was going to be. I'm like, "Hi, good evening or good day. I am Ifnaya Immaculata, a content creator based in Enugu. You know, I would like to work with you." I actually had it in mind that this particular job was going to come on a voluntary basis. I never really expected any payment from anybody because this is me trying to build my CV, and I believe for you to get to the top, you have to make a lot of sacrifices before you get there. Anybody that knows me very well will know that I'll never do any work for free. It is never in my thing to do any work for free. But this particular one, I had to give up the money. They asked to see some of my works. I sent it to them because I already have a page on Instagram where I post my work and curated, right? So I just sent them some of my works. And they're like, "Wow, you're really good. We'd like to have you on our team." They sent me a number to text on WhatsApp, and I just sent the message to the number. Like, okay, that he was going to add me to a particular WhatsApp group chat where the rest were. And it happened that I wasn't the only one that volunteered. There were other content creators that volunteered as well. So we had a group call that same day, and they asked for us to meet physically the next day. The next day was supposed to be on Tuesday, and then this event was supposed to start on Wednesday. We had the call, and they fixed a meeting for Tuesday afternoon. But then I already had plans for Tuesday. I was supposed to go to market to get my things for NYSC because I'll be going for my service very soon. But then that didn't stop me, right? I just had to take permission from them. I told them I was going to be there very late because I'm going to the market, and I wasn't sure as to what time I'll be done from the market. So they permitted me to do whatever I needed to do. Fast forward to Tuesday morning, I went to the market quite late, like very, very late, and I didn't know I was going to still make it back in time. I finished from market around 6 p.m. and then I called them. Fortunately for me, they were still at the venue because they asked us to come and make videos of the venue they will be using for the tech fest. I had to go straight to the place around 6 p.m. I got my own videos. And then while I was there, that was when the guy in charge, spoke to me and was like that he has already checked out the group and he noticed that my work is actually very good and great. That he would want me to go with them to the airport tomorrow to pick up the minister. He said I should come on Wednesday. I should come very early as 8 a.m. I should be there and we'll be going together to the airport. When he said this, I honestly felt like going to the airport, maybe with a private car or something. My mind didn't go to anything at all. I just told myself I'll have to try to be early because I feel like this is God trying to like give me a very big opportunity. So it was Wednesday morning. After I got back from the meeting on Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, I had to wake up very early because I already had it in mind I was going to the airport with them. I had to wake up very early, got my makeup done, dressed up because they actually asked that I dressed very well. But I mean, that's my area. You can't be telling the dresser to dress very well. Wednesday morning, I woke up. I got there around 8. I actually woke up very, very early, so I would meet up with the time. And I got there around 8. So it got to around 10 a.m. and I was asked to come downstairs because I was already inside the hall. I was asked to come downstairs so we'll go to the airport to pick up the minister. At that particular point in time, I didn't know which minister. I didn't know what we were using to go. All I knew was that we were going to the airport. At first, it was a private car that came to pick us up, and then I just felt like that was what we were using to go to the airport. So the guy stopped at a hotel at first, and then we were asked to go into the government convoy. When I heard convoy, I thought it was like a private individual's convoy, but it's actually the governor's convoy. I was picked as one of the best hands in my team because there are other content creators, like I mentioned. Before then, I've always been looking at government convoy and I've always been telling myself the day I'll enter this convoy, it's going to be loud. And personally, I just felt like that day is still very, very far, not knowing that it was actually very, very close. We got to the airport using the convoy and it was a very, very beautiful experience. I couldn't stop smiling. I was just so happy. It was like a dream come true. I picked up the Minister for Communications, Innovations and Digital Economy from the airport. Then when he came out, we stayed with the whole videography. I was the videographer and I went with the head of our team who is a photographer. So I was doing more of the videography work while he was doing the photography work. Then we went back into the convoy. We stopped at the first place. While we were there, that was when the governor came to the particular venue. I had like close-up videos with the governor of my state, and it was a very, very beautiful experience. Like I couldn't stop smiling that day. I was sweating because I was really stressed. I was running about to like get videos. You have to get from different angles. You have to get every single detail. You don't have to miss out on anyone. So like I was really, really stressed. But did I enjoy it? I did. When we were done from that particular location, we just went straight to the venue. We got to the venue, we had to come out, make videos of the entrance of the governor, entrance of the minister. These are people that I never thought I would ever meet in my life, like at least not now, maybe when I've made it. But like I never thought I would ever meet these people. I met with the Commissioner of Information and Technology. I introduced myself to him. I didn't even know he was the commissioner. At that point, I just greeted him. He asked me my name. He was like, that this is the first time he's seeing me here, and you know, like I'm not one of the familiar faces that he has worked with before. So I just introduced myself, greeted him, and all that. Only for me to get to the venue, and then I'm hearing, let's welcome the Commissioner for Information and Technology, and I'm seeing the team. Wow! I met with the commissioner. Commissioner knows my name. to respect that. So So the first day was actually nice. Obi Kubana came. I saw him like close up, not even online, not from a very far distance. He passed me. I made videos of him. I made videos of like some important persons in society. This was on the first day. And then there's this respect that just comes with bouncers and security people. They're not pushing you. Nobody's telling you, please excuse you, clear out from the road or anything like that. Like they just let me do my job like I was legit in front. As you speak, I appeared like a summary video that the governor of my state posted on his Instagram page, and it's a very beautiful thing. So put some respect on my name. I'm not a regular content creator. I was able to get all these videos. I was able to meet these people. I didn't have conversations with them, but I was able to like, you know, come very close to them, get videos of them without any form of embarrassment or anything. So after the first day, which was like my very first day that I enjoyed the most out of all of them, the second day, some important persons came as well. We had Bitcoin Chief and then other persons. Like I used to hear about Bitcoin Chief and I saw him. Like I saw him close up and it was just a very beautiful experience. The third day was the grand finale and it was a wrap. On the second day, everybody was already addressing me as content creator, both bouncers, attendees, my fellow volunteers, everybody was just calling me content creator. And there's this good thing about people knowing you with what you do. I was able to make a lot of connections with like fellow content creators, people that might be of help to me in future. I connected with like a lot of people, a lot of persons. I was able to post out these videos from my page in collaboration with the Enugu Tech Fest official page, and it's made like so much sense. It's like a very big step for me, and I'm really, really happy for this opportunity because if I had slept on it, I would have been an ordinary attendee. The tech event I went for last year, I actually went as an attendee. Sorry, last 2 years and last 3 years, I went as an attendee for that particular event. The one I went for this year, I went as the content creator of the event. Who knows? The next one I will go for, maybe I'll go as the governor. I might just be the speaker because I'm acquiring so much skills that my goal in life is to appear on your screens one day to like enlighten the young ones as to how to get industrious, how to make it in life. Very soon we'll get there. I really believe so. The moral lesson of my story is that you should not be scared to make that move. Don't be scared to put out that application. Don't be scared to apply for that job. Don't be scared to ask for that help. Don't be scared to do anything all because you're going to get a no as an answer. I've gotten so many no's that I'm already used to getting no as an answer. Do you get? So imagine if I had slept on the opportunity of doing this particular job or making this particular move of just sending a message. I had like 2 days. It was like 2 days to the event, and that didn't even stop me. I would have gone as an attendee, but then my status was raised. I've updated my CV to the governor's content creator, which is not an easy one. Imagine I had slept on this particular opportunity because I felt like they were going to say no to me. Maybe I'm not really good enough or something. It would have just passed me by, and maybe this is what God was really preparing for me, but because I'm scared, I just missed that particular opportunity. Another thing I would love you to learn is to learn to believe that you're the best in your particular area, in your particular field. At some point, I got bothered that there are so many content creators now in this world. Like everybody is legit a content creator, but that didn't make me look down on myself. I know what I can do. I know what I can give. I know the services I can offer. So I see myself as one of the best in this particular area. So you should do that as well. It mustn't be like just in the line of content creation. It could be a graphic designer. They needed like so many graphic designers for that particular event. It could be a videographer. It could be a photographer. Just make sure you always reach out for positions like that. Also learn to make sacrifices. Okay, before I apply for this particular opportunity, I always believe that I must have to get paid for anything. For me to like deliver a job perfectly for you, I always tell anybody that I work with, you must pay me and pay me well. That's when you will see how I work for you. But this particular one, I just thought to myself that there are some points in life that you have to make sacrifices just to get to a better reach, or like to reach a particular level, right? If I didn't make the sacrifice of volunteering for this particular position, I wouldn't have been able to meet either of these dignitaries that I met. I wouldn't have been able to make videos for the governor of my state. I wouldn't have been able to meet the commissioner for information and technology. I would have missed so many opportunities because I was looking out to get paid, right? Now I've done the job, and now I already have the tag, the content creator for the governor, and it is not an easy one at all. You get, so most times learn to make sacrifices. Did I spend money in this particular job? I did. I didn't do it for any reason if not to like grow myself, right? It's just one step for me to success. This particular step can open so many other doors, and this is me talking to you. So always have that in mind. Most times just learn to make sacrifices, because that particular opportunity can open so many other doors for you that you can't even think of. I spent like at least 50 something or 60,000 naira just within these 3 days of this event, because my house is very far from the location. I have to take drop going and coming back. So going is 5,000, coming back is 5,000, and then I buy food most of the time, always 5,500 naira or 5,000, 6,000. It was either I bought the worth of 10,000 naira. Do you get, so like things like that? If I should add all of them up, if I thought about how much I'm going to expend, how much I'm going to spend without getting anything in return when I was applying for this particular role, I would have said no. Let me just give it up. But then I spent a lot just to get to where I am today. And I would really advise you, most times you just need to sacrifice something, like just let something go to get a bigger angle or a bigger level. I've updated my CV, and even from introducing myself as a content creator, it is not just any content creator at all. I'm going to tell you that I've worked for the governor of Enugu State, and that's like a very big level for me. You get, so don't be scared at all to reach out to anybody, reach out to companies, firms, apply for positions and all of that. The worst that can happen is a no, and you won't die. You won't, life won't end. You will move on from it. So just learn to be brave, learn to act smartly, and always let God guide you, because I believe that that particular voice that came into my head that night about applying for this particular role was the voice of God, right? I applied very, very late, and yet I was appointed as the best in my team to cover the most important parts of the event, right? So always trust in God and listen to Him when He speaks to you. So thank you so much for watching till this point. This is the result of our makeup, and it is very, very easy, and I love the final look. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.